5 minutes.
Good evening. My name is Janolo, and I would love to be your internal vice president for the 2018-2019 school year. I want to commence my speech by being candid with you. I never saw myself joining TP. I never saw myself standing atop a roof structure. I never saw myself giving a speech to a room full of people who look like me. I am typically described as a calculated person. The activities that I have done in the past and do currently align with my professional plans. Hence, I was hesitant about joining freshman year because I perceived TP as a social outlet with community that I was not able to connect with in the past. I know this is an unconventional way of starting a speech, but I want to be vulnerable and transparent, traits that I believe are essential to IVP, who is responsible for heading the internship program, holding office hours, and representing TP at APOSM meetings. As IVP, my office hours would be similar to the ones held now, a time for homework or just a place to chill. However, I want it to be an additional safe space for our members. While the school has mental health resources, they are not tailored towards Filipinos. I know the difficulty of navigating college while dealing with issues that are specific to our culture and our background. I would have benefited from knowing that I have someone who can relate to me with an unbiased ear. I want to be that fundamental figure for each of you. My past tutoring and volunteering experience make me qualified to do this. I have worked with an array of personalities, from students to those with special needs. Recently, I served as a tutor for Teach for Los Angeles, where I provided homework, help in multiple subjects, and guided high schoolers through the college application process. Thus, I tailored my approach toward individual needs. This taught me to listen attentively and decipher emotions and body language before speaking. This allows me to form a solid foundation with others that eventually transform into meaningful connections. When attending APOSM meetings, I will use these skills to form partnerships with other club representatives and host more collabs. Currently, we have good relationships with VSA and Hawaii Club, but I want to expand our reach to CASA and TAO since I have formed relationships with some of their members already. Furthermore, I aim to garner more representation for TP within APOSA by promptly informing them about our events so they can be included in their newsletters. My vision would involve advanced planning and the strong work ethic, traits that I possess. In high school, I was president of a club called Association of Pre-Medical Students. It was only in its second year, so I was responsible for brainstorming activities and fundraisers along with my board. Here, I learned how to create my own presentations, the importance of networking, and how to adapt to unforeseen events. I alternated between presenting on diseases and guest speakers. One week, our guest could not speak that day, and I had to improvise. So, I decided to present on maternal and child health and invite the teacher from child development. This sparked the interest of some members, and they ended up actually taking the class. While this may be experiences in high school, it directly parallels what occurred during our last jam, and I believe I can pull what I learned from them to deal with issues in TP. APS also participated in Relay for Life and raised around 100 by selling the Minarias. I delegated tasks among the members, gathered the materials, and oversaw the funds. This is similar to my experience as an intern for the year. Jessica and I headed the DCR committee, and although our visions clashed, we communicated and conceded to each other's suggestions, which honed my ability to work on a team. We utilized all resources. We picked up pine cones during retreat, and I used my connection from Roski to create a poster for the event. Since I was a part of planning and implementing intern events, I know the pros and cons of each. With this knowledge, I would give the interns at least 3 weeks to plan events, as this would allow them to better gauge member interest during the Lumpia fundraiser. And for E-Night, rewards would be given to winners to increase member participation. This program has been essential in my personal development and discovering my why in life. Hence, the interns would identify and pursue personal goals in addition to one specific to their chosen why. Progress would be checked through a buddy system that I will assign at the beginning of the semester. Having intern buddies would give the familiarity as they learn about TP. I would also implement e-board, Member of the Week, where board will have the opportunity to show them what they can do with their positions. There would also be an emphasis on cultural awareness. I would incorporate Tagalog and history lessons at the beginning of each meeting. And lastly, I would reward interns that exceed expectations with their favorite snack or Starbucks drink to maintain effort throughout the program. I did not see myself as an intern, but it was one of the best decisions I made. It gave me my closest friends and solidified my love for TP. I have the best interest for this program and club at heart because you are my Tahanan at USC. Thus, I don't want you to vote for me because you know me, but I want you to vote for me because I have proven to be a worthy leader, friend, and member of this club. Thank you.